Grab your Reptivite, Wargamers, because today it's time to talk about the care and feeding of the dragon that lives in your house. Of course, our heroes, Don Cossack, Gordo Smith, Graham Bevan, and Sapper Joanna. What? Who's this? Why, it's the dragon that lives in my house. This is Joanna. Sorry, Sapper Joe. She is also named after my own personal dragon. Sapper Joanna is a Jackson chameleon. She actually belongs to the wife, but the wife agreed to let me put her in a video so that she could... Oh my gosh, what is she doing to Graham? Sorry, Mr. Wizard. He finally slew the Crimson Wyrm, only to face the ultimate terror. I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to do a bit of a post-game wrap-up here for that campaign, and we're going to flip to the book here in just a second. We're going to talk a little bit about the campaign coming up, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the dragons. Rawr. All right, so to start with for this project closeout, I went down to the grocery store, and they had these little plastic kind of rubbery miniatures. Relax, Biscotti. They have about the same texture as your Reaper Bones miniatures. They come pre-painted. I could probably gussy it up. These guys cost about $1 a piece. And when you compare them directly size-wise to a 15mm figure, they're terrifying. These are definitely Thunder Lizards, and they come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. They're not great, but I like using these guys because this is kind of a throwback. It harkens back to the early days, back in the 1970s, when we did not have a glut of miniature manufacturers and rules manufacturers. But specifically miniature manufacturers, you would go down and you would pick up a pack of the plastic pirates. You would pick up a pack of whatever cheap plastic Chinese toys were available at the time, and that's what you used. In fact, the original Dungeons & Dragons, the Bulette, was a land shark that was just a weird beetle-looking thing. Gary Gygax said, "What will this monster be?" Likewise with the owl bear. It was just a weird yellow toy. Look, we still play with toys. So, throwback, definitely Wargaming Grognard style. It might not be the prettiest channel on YouTube, but it's definitely the best channel on YouTube. So, those are those. Now we got to do the game closeout, and Patrick Todorov, Night Watch, he conveniently gives us a reward for the successful completion of our mission. And as you can see here, at master level, if you're successful, they get to split D10 times 100 silver and D10 tokens. Okay, fine, here we go. They get 400 silver, so an extra 100 silver, and a total of 7 more tokens to split. And okay, but we're done, because then you cash out and you retire. So there's no real game effect. It's just a case of they each have 100 silver to go ahead and sock away and hold on to, despite all the pressure to sell. We're done with those guys. But we're not done, because I also wanted to explain, I think one of the reasons why that last mission was a little bit too easy has something to do with the fact that we were missing one ability. Your quarry, in addition to all of the powers, remember, our Crimson Wyrm was ferocious and armored and... what was the other one? Ferocious, armored, and terrifying. We missed one guy at the end there. Probably should have made the roll to see if he was affected by the terror. But, well, okay, it's fine. I know. I'll apologize to the Wargame cops. But I also forgot, you've got these desecrated artifacts, malevolent accessories for the truly nefarious. We could have given our dragon a crystal amulet that protects his wearer by sucking the life force from a nearby minion. The atrocity can shrug off damage. The minion within 8 inches dies, and what is it? The atrocity can shrug off damage, sacrifice instead of taking a wound. There you go. So boot one of your minions. So that might have given him a little bit more staying power, but again, we got some great rolls. Our terror was down here, and all of his helpers were coming up way too far away to do much good. They did not have great rolls on the movement, so there wasn't a whole lot he could do. Turning our attention to the future, we're going to go with the Stunty Hunter Pact. That's right, 4 dwarves. You will remember... oh, I got these backwards. Here's Gav Inmorgan. He is the initiate that helped... he signed on to be tutored by Don Cossack, and he now has 1 successful mission under his belt. So he's going to level up a little bit faster than his bros here. He and his bros have undertaken a pact. They're going to hunt down another quarry. And in addition to Gav Inmorgan there, we're going to have Bob Yojimbo, who's got a double-handed axe. So that's basically works the same way as this hammer. You can attack up to 3 guys. The extra 2 guys that you're attacking each get a free D6 attack. And then we've got Arthur de Casilva, who is armed with a mace and a shield. And on this side, we've got Jonal Amshead. All of these names are, of course, hybridized and very slightly tweaked names of our commenters. Thanks for coming by, guys. This is my thank you. I'm going to throw you against a hideous monster, and your little pawn here is most likely going to die a horrible, painful, lingering death. Because I like you. These 2 guys both have, in this case, a mace and shield, and in this case, an axe and shield. I need to figure out what my enemies are going to be. I need to write up the whole campaign. We'll do that in a separate video. We'll probably roll D10 7 times using the chart and re-roll, or maybe we'll just pick out a 1 through 10 in a deck of cards. Deal out 7 cards. That'll be the order, and we'll just write up a nice little campaign. We'll get all of our minions, terrors, vermin statted out so that we've got a handy reference sheet, and I think we'll have a much stronger narrative connection from fight to fight to fight. If we have to replace any of these guys because of an untimely death, I got a bunch more dwarves. I also have elves. Maybe they'll recruit a nice elf to help them fight their quarry. Only time will tell. Look for that in a while. We're going to kick back over to some other campaigns. We'll do a little bit more crafting and a little bit more of the kind of random stuff, few rule reviews. Lots of good stuff coming. Stay tuned. See you then. I'm praying for you.